of Sarasota, served in Vietnam as a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army. Richard was one of the first 600 ROTC cadets in the nation to be awarded a full 2-year college scholarship. Upon graduation, he received a regular Army commission and accepted the commitment to serve 4 years. After being commissioned as a second lieutenant in the Field Artillery in 1967, Richard's first duty assignment was with the 101st Airborne Division at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. After completing jump school, he deployed from Fort Campbell to Vietnam on Operation Eagle Thrust. The operation successfully deployed more than 11,000 Screaming Eagles 10,000 miles from Bien Hoa Air Base in Vietnam. The arrival of the 101st Airborne Division marked the completion of the era's longest and largest movement of combat forces by strategic aircraft directly into a combat zone. Richard was awarded 2 Bronze Stars with V for heroism in the ground combat operations, the Presidential Unit Citation, and the Vietnamese Cross of Gallantry with Palm while serving with the 2nd Battalion, 401st Airborne Infantry, 101st Airborne Division in Vietnam during the Tet Offense in 1968. He is a graduate of the U.S. Army Field Artillery Officers Basic and Advanced Courses at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, the Defense Army Language Institute at Monterey, California, and U.S. Army Command and General Staff College in Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. Richard commanded a nuclear-capable field artillery unit with the 1st Infantry Division in New Ulm, Germany, and was the senior NATO commander of a nuclear weapons storage site in Drama, Greece. He then returned to the United States, where he served as an adjutant of the 7th Special Forces Group at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Richard was then assigned to Fort Monroe, Virginia, where he was responsible for the U.S. Army's anti-terrorism and terrorism counteraction doctrine while assigned to the U.S. Army Training and Doctrine Command. He was appointed as the U.S. Army's representative to a presidential committee which presented to President Ronald Reagan the national security policy that the United States would not negotiate with terrorists. President Reagan accepted and implemented this policy while in office. Richard culminated his career as the Deputy Inspector General for the U.S. Army Pacific Command, the Army Component Command for the U.S. Forces Japan, U.S. Forces Korea, and Alaskan Command. He was awarded the Legion of Merit for his 23 years of active duty service. Upon retirement, Richard served as Executive Director of the Broward Principals and Assistant Principals Association in Broward County, Florida for 3 years. Richard returned to Sarasota in 1994. He ran unsuccessfully for the Sarasota County School Board in 2002. Richard served on the Scholarship Board of the Community Foundation of Sarasota County. At the Sarasota County Technical Institute and Manatee Community College, Richard served on committees that act as a liaison between the schools and area businesses. He was also a board member of the Greater Sarasota Chamber of Commerce and chairman of the Small Business Council for 8 years. Richard was elected as commander of Disabled American Veterans Bee Ridge Chapter 97. He is currently a member of the Military Officers Association of Sarasota and the Veterans of Foreign Wars Sunshine Post 3233. Richard served as the president of the Sarasota County Veterans Commission for 10 years. Among his accomplishments was bringing the statute unconditional surrender to the Sarasota Bayfront. Congresswoman Katherine Harris appointed Richard as chairman of the National Cemetery Advisory Committee with the unanimous consent of the committee members. The committee helped bring the VA National Cemetery to Sarasota, Florida. For his service to the nation and community, Richard Swire is presented with the Congressional Veterans Commendation.